Hey, folks. Well, sometimes there's good news days, there's bad news days, and then there's days like today where it's just a trashy news day. So today, I'm bringing you the trash. We're getting a little bit of Travis Kelce, some baby reindeer updates, and Speed 3. Let's get into it. All right, guys, straight to the trash. We're going to talk about Travis Kelce. Why? Because they want to shove him down your throat. You're going to get as much Travis Kelce as humanly possible. Anywhere you turn, everywhere you look, what are you going to get? Travis Kelce. And if he's not there, who are you going to get? Taylor Swift. That's right. So what's happening with this? What it's looking like is that Travis Kelce is going to be in a TV show because that's exactly what we were all wanting was Travis Kelce acting, a man with very little personality and not very interesting whatsoever. We want to see him act. That's what they know that the people want, and that's what they're going to give to the people. So apparently, he is going to be starring in Grotesquerie, which is going to be a mouthful to say as this thing is actually coming out. Now, the news gets trashier. It's not just Travis Kelce getting to act. He's going to be on a Ryan Murphy TV show. Now, if you don't know much about Ryan Murphy, it's that he is known for trashy TV. So, Ryan Murphy, you can look at his catalog here, but the big one that he's known for is American Horror Story. And now recently he did the Monster Dahmer show, which did pretty well, but 911 is one now. As far as his shows and any that I've actually liked to watch was he did Scream Queens, which was actually fairly fun, but that was one of these like retro throwback things. But his shows typically, Glee, these shows are very much in the same book, and you either like them or you don't. Me personally, typically don't. But another thing that Ryan really likes to do is he likes to capitalize on celebrities. And that's exactly what's going on here. So we'll look at the article, which doesn't have a whole lot of news outside of Travis Kelce being in it. But it says it's going to be an upcoming horror series from Ryan Murphy in what is a major role for the NFL star. No freaking kidding, considering that he's not an actor. Details about Grotesquerie are scarce, according to Deadline. However, a previous teaser paints the upcoming FX series as a dark horror saga similar to Murphy's work on the long-running anthology American Horror Story. So basically, it's just kind of another American Horror Story with Travis Kelce in it, apparently, to some degree. My guess is that it's probably not going to be a very big role. He's just going to show up, and it's just going to be one of these clickbaity, just trying to get you in the door to see why in the hell Travis is in a TV show. So really not a lot of news here, just another freaking Ryan Murphy show with another celebrity in it. So there you go. That's what you get. Now, next on the docket here, we have some news on Baby Reindeer. Now, if you have not seen Baby Reindeer, the show has been a buzz for the past couple weeks. And basically, the show follows a supposed real life stalker, and it's written and starring a comedian who was actually the subject of the series. Now, we have some reviews. We've only had about 10 pop in, but it's sitting at a 78% on Criticless right now. And it's only been out, like I said, a few weeks. Now, the synopsis here with the overview is when a struggling comedian shows one act of kindness to a vulnerable woman, it sparks a suffocating obsession which threatens to wreck both their lives. Okay, so now the complexity with this story is the fact that it is a true story. It was unknown before this show came out to a degree. Now, from what I gather, there was maybe even a play about this before the show came out. I have not seen it, so I can't speak on it a ton, but have friends and family that have seen it. But it is doing very well. Now, the news about this is that, as the title says, Baby Reindeer's real life Martha to set records straight in Piers Morgan interview as she weighs in on the Netflix lawsuit. So the other catch here is that this woman who this show is about and does not paint in a very good light is actually a lawyer herself. So we're going to look at the article here, but it says, basically, the whole deal is that this is going to be the first video review. Now, last week she did a quick article which was with the Daily Record right here over the weekend, but she's actually going to sit down with Piers. So Her name is Fiona Harvey. Harvey is likely to voice her anger over Richard Gadd, who was the star of the show, smash hit Netflix series, which led to her being identified by internet sleuths. So people pretty much figured out who she was fairly quickly. Morgan has described the series as astounding. So down here, the drama was billed as straightforward as a true story and provides a searingly raw account of Gadd's experience with her alleged stalker. Gadd plays the lead character, Donnie, while Jessica Gunning stars as Martha, who we now know as Scottish lawyer Harvey. Harvey told the Daily Record that she is considering legal action against Netflix and Gadd, claiming that events in the series were a load of rubbish. Gadd needs to prove I went to jail, which just didn't happen. I've never been to jail. That is blatantly obvious, she said. This is all made up and hyperbole. There is no restraining orders, injunctions, or uh, anywhere. So there's just no way. I've not had the police at my door about any of these things. It's a load of rubbish. So, and this show has done quite well. They're saying that it's amassed nearly 54 million views since it debuted on April 11th. So, this interview is probably going to be a fairly big deal and could even be connected to this whole potential lawsuit. And so, I guess we need to keep an eye on Piers Morgan, which it sounds like it's going to be tonight at 8 o'clock GMT. So, this could be pretty big news and could cause complications even for this show in general and its lifespan on Netflix if it turns out that a lot of this stuff isn't what he says it is, being that it's being billed as a true story. So we can maybe follow these events as they transpire. I'm interested to see what she can bring up against Netflix because this could get a little hairy. All right. And on to the last little piece of trashy news I have here. I don't know that we can even call this news, but basically, Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock have gone on to a podcast. So we'll dig straight into this Hollywood Reporter article here. It says Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock might be down for a Speed 3. And I don't know how many of you guys watched Speed back in the day, but I freaking loved it. I watched it a lot. I'm pretty sure we had it on like VHS. And for the younger folks, if you have not seen Speed and you want to see early Keanu and Sandra Bullock, it's about an out of control bus. And then I think the second one was about a boat, but I can't even remember if that had Keanu in it. So yeah, I mean, this is a classic film. And of course, if you're getting these two onto a podcast together, it says that they were on the 50 Mile Per Hour podcast to discuss the 1994 action thriller alongside their fellow co-stars Jeff Daniels and Alan Ruck. When asked about the possible threequel, the Matrix star said, I mean, we'd freaking knock it out of the park. Bullock chimed in, saying that she may be up for it. Before I die, before I leave this planet, I do think that Keanu and I need to do something in front of the camera. Are we, in wheelchairs or with walkers? Maybe. Are we on little scooters at Disneyland? So clearly they're kind of leaning into this being a joke. It's not on the books. There is not a Screen 3 that is going to happen right away. So, I mean, that this is clearly just a lot of speculation and talking about it. And sometimes events like this will trigger future films. So there is a chance that if there's enough buzz and everybody's sharing this article and, somebody says, oh, well, I've had a script in my basement for the past 15 years, maybe we'll dig that out and make a movie now that these two have said that they want to do it. Who knows? So it says Reeves echoed her sentiment, adding that it can't be forced despite their seeming interest. It does feel like there is a certain siren call to it. Like there's something that wasn't done, he said. I would love to work with you again before our eyes close. So, I mean, obviously, Keanu being a wonderful gentleman as usual, and just like, hey, I'd love to do this. And I mean, Keanu always freaking shows up. He's much more of an actor now, as far as an action actor, than he was back then. So, maybe he can bring some of those skills in. Maybe they just bring in like the friggin' John Wick team and go whole hog with this movie and just make it really over the top and let his previous character be this like extra ass kicking dude at this point. So who knows? This could be neat. I mean, if it happens, but this doesn't mean it is happening. The movie isn't in production. It's not on the books. They haven't been cast. So this is, I won't say it's clickbaity because they said if they did a Speed 3, but I've seen this in several places. But as far as the news goes today, guys, what you're hearing here from me, unless some news drops after 12 o'clock Eastern, when I'm recording this, then it's a pretty dry news day. And so, I mean, that's just what you get. I'm bringing you the trash, guys. But this one's been a fun one. It's, very surface level, fun news. And maybe tomorrow we'll have a little bit more meat on the bones. But as always, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. I hate saying it. I know that's what everybody does, but it helps the algorithm. It helps us being a new channel. And we'd love to just see it grow. So we really appreciate you viewing. And make sure to go check out later this week on Friday morning. We will be having a review drop for the new Planet of the Apes movie on our Criticless Cast Unhinged show, which is on this exact same channel. So make sure to go check that out as well. But until tomorrow, guys, take it easy.